Everyone is chasing some dream in life, but at the end of the day, many of us still feel as if everything is empty and meaningless. If you've ever felt this way, then today's story is for you. Please watch till the end because it might hold the key to true happiness in your life. Once, in a small village surrounded by green hills and clear rivers, lived a young man named Daniel. He was admired and respected by everyone for his strong will and courage. Whenever something seemed impossible, Daniel was the first one to step forward. He never backed down. He faced every challenge with bravery. But deep within, Daniel carried a quiet sadness that no one could see. Only he could feel it. Even after achieving many things, he felt that something was missing. Everything on the outside seemed perfect, yet inside, a part of his story felt incomplete. This emptiness slowly began to consume him day by day. Seeking peace and answers, Daniel decided to go on a journey. He had heard of a wise old man named Eli, who lived in a small wooden hut near the forest. People said Eli's words were like a mirror. When someone talked to him, they began to see themselves differently. One morning, Daniel gathered his courage and walked to Eli's hut. When he arrived, he found Eli sitting calmly on a chair, peace glowing in his eyes and a warm, kind smile on his face. With a voice heavy with sadness, Daniel said, "Grandpa Eli, I need your help. I work very hard. I try to achieve everything in life, but no matter what I do, I don't feel satisfied. Please tell me, how can I find true happiness?" Eli looked at him thoughtfully and said, "I will help you, but first, you must do something simple for me." He pointed to an old wooden bucket nearby and said, "Take this bucket, go to the river every day for 1 week. Fill it with water and pour it into my well, but remember the bucket has cracks in it." Daniel was surprised, but he agreed. The next morning, he began the task exactly as Eli had instructed. He walked under the hot sun, filled the cracked bucket at the river, and carried it back to the well. But most of the water leaked out before he arrived. By the time he reached the well, the bucket was almost empty. Still, Daniel didn't stop. He continued the task every day. The work was hard, the heat was tiring. He grew disappointed because he couldn't fill the well. Yet even without understanding the purpose behind the task, he didn't give up. After 1 week, exhausted and discouraged, Daniel returned to Eli's hut with the nearly empty bucket. "Grandpa," he said, "I failed. I couldn't fill the well." Eli smiled gently and said, "You didn't fail. In fact, you did exactly what I wanted. Now turn around and look behind you." Daniel turned, and his eyes widened in surprise. The dry and dusty path he had walked every day was now covered with flowers and green grass. "How did this happen?" Daniel asked in disbelief. Eli's eyes shone with wisdom as he said, "The water that leaked from your cracked bucket gave life to the path. That water made the dry road bloom again. This is what life is, Daniel. We all have flaws, just like that cracked bucket. But that doesn't mean our efforts are wasted. True happiness doesn't come from reaching the destination, it comes from valuing the journey itself. It's not the end that matters the most, it's the beauty and impact we leave along the way." At that moment, something changed inside Daniel. He realized that even if he didn't achieve everything he wanted, he was still making a difference with every step he took. Somewhere, in some way, he was creating beauty. Daniel returned to his village, not with all the answers, but with a lighter heart and a deeper understanding of life. This story teaches a profound lesson. Many of us only focus on the final goal. We think, when I achieve something great, then I'll be happy. But like Daniel, we forget, the real beauty lies in the journey toward the goal. The cracked bucket symbolizes our flaws, mistakes, and struggles. We may not always see the results we hoped for, but every effort we make brings light to someone's life. So instead of being sad about our imperfections, we should ask ourselves, what beauty are we creating along the way? If this story touched your heart, please subscribe to our channel and stay connected. Like the video to support us so we can share more stories like this with the world. And don't forget to share it with someone you care about. Thank you, everyone.